coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan, USA. Welcome to another edition of In My House, hosted by T. Carlita. In my house tonight are Steve Dunbar, Allan Ester, and Grant Gray, representing Charivari-Detroit. And they're here to talk a little bit about the history, but more importantly, the big, huge August event that will actually take over the city of Detroit. Plus, my Skype interview with your record label owner, Andy Vaz, known as my Facebook guy, Vaz Up. What's up? From Cologne, Germany. He's actually watching. What's up, Vaz? And tonight's playlist is Deep House inspired, and you'll see what that means when I start playing music. So, sit back, relax. Hope you're ready to experience this week's episode of In My House, hosted by yours truly, me, T. Carlita.
Bread and cheese and fine white wine. Designer shoes about a matter of time. Could this be the real thing? Or is this just another fling? Seen by millions nationally. Lumo, Vogue, Playgirl, G, quarterly. Because he's down on his etiquette. Charivari's really it.
Sharivari. Sharivari. Sharivari.
Charivari is in the... I do not want to start the show over again. Hello. I got to learn how to turn that thing off ahead of time. What's up? Okay, so we got three representing the D. Introduce yourselves, please.
My name is Grant Gray.
I'm Steve Dunbar.
And I'm DJ Al Ester.
Al Ester, Grant Gray, and Steve Dunbar. How are you? What's happening?
Well, just working hard, getting ready for the big dance, working hard. Still have a lot of work to do, but it's coming along.
Right. So before we get into the big dance, let's kind of like just a little bit of the history. You guys been doing Charivari since 1980.
Yes.
Is the established date official, right?
The established date official is 1980.
Okay.
Right.
And at that time, what brought Charivari about? What was it?
We started this as a group, a social group, where we would throw parties, throw events, and we just had a niche that was unstoppable, and it still is ringing bells in the streets to the day. Just the name alone will bring people out.
Chuck Clark, he started it. He and Brian Bledsoe, and they kind of assembled a group of guys that was pretty popular back in the day. And my understanding from him, the purpose of starting it was because of the parties that he would go to was pretty stiff. Guys would stand along, posturing and things of that nature. And our brand of fun is just fun. I mean, we're wild, we're energetic, we like to party, and we party hard. So that was the purpose, and it was that energy that has carried us to what's going to happen August the 2nd and 3rd.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I met you guys at a party a couple of years ago, and that was huge too. So was that party sort of like a prelude to this Kiss that's coming up?
No,
Okay.
no, not
All
at
right.
all. That was us doing our thing. And, this is not that. What's going to happen August the 2nd, I want to be clear about that, is not what people are used to from the social group Charivari. This is a thing. This is an experience. This is an event. And never the magnitude of us, doing anything like this has never been done. So we've turned that into this. It's something totally separate. This is sustained for the years to come, take us well into the future, and it's all inclusive. I mean, there was a time when if you saw someone in a Charivari shirt, they were a member. Now it's everyone's thing. It's a Charivari-Detroit, and it's all inclusive. The branding, the event itself, the volunteers have just been overwhelming, and it's a homegrown thing, and we're very proud of it.
Right. Speaking of branding, I brought something that I actually, became part of, and you see I got my shirt too. This blue box, this box right here, people that are on Facebook, they have seen this box. They know what this box is. They received this box in the mail. Can you believe that? People still mail, right?
Part of the promotion.
And it had goodies. It had candy. It had T-shirts. It had wristbands. So, what was this? Where'd this come from? What did the idea to go back to the old school? Where'd that come from?
Well, I don't know if that's old school or not. That was our school, and it was a campaign that we decided to put forth to our influencers, people who support us, people who we felt could help us along this journey. That we did that way back in November. Right.
Yeah.
We just wanted to light the flame back then and fan it and keep it going as we lit the flame. That box, boy, I tell you, has gotten us in all kinds of stuff. Where's my box? How come I didn't get a box?
Look, I marked mine. I received that in the mail in January, and I was like, I kept that box. And actually, you know what? I took everything out of it, but I didn't throw the box away.
Right.
I kept the box.
Important. People found this box to be that important, and everybody was looking for their box. Everybody who felt that they are somebody.
Oh, I saw that too.
Needed a box, wanted a box. So I had people calling me from California, Atlanta, Memphis. I had so many people reaching out to me. Where's my box? Where's my box? I deserve a box. I need a box. And so
I saw that.
It just turned into a big campaign.
I saw it on Facebook because as people, start taking pictures of their box, and it was so cute the way
and the
flyers. It was so cute the way people would lay out their box items like a department store window or something, and they would take pictures of this box, and then somebody, like you said, would be like, where's my box, and y'all would, it's coming.
Right,
so do you know about just an average how many boxes? I mean, you guys connect to a lot of people.
We sent out 120.
Wow.
120.
Okay.
And then there were some ancillary things that we did, outside of the box. We would put it in people's hands and, things of that nature. But there were actually like 120 mail outs.
Okay.
Yeah. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
You.
No. And like I said, it was in the response that we got from that campaign. We really knew at that point that this was something special, and that everyone wanted to share in this. And the arms are open, and it's just been overwhelming. The DJs that we have on this lineup is impeccable. I mean, and it's because of them that we're able to put this on. I mean, it's a music-driven event. And we have an all-star lineup. We have free music, right?
Free weekend.
Yeah, and therefore we out here trying to scuffle and get more sponsors. So if anyone's interested, please contact Charivari-Detroit.com.
There you go.
It's all about putting on a good show, and it's our brand of fun. With family and friends. I mean, just come, have a good time, and enjoy the spectacle, enjoy the event, and enjoy Charivari.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when it comes to putting on an event like this, I know it takes a lot of preparation, but let's talk about selecting the DJs, because Sharivari back in the day and still today, like you said, it has a certain kind of idea. We know when we go to a Charivari party, we got a party. Right. So you got to pick the right DJs.
Yes.
So what was it? Did you guys have to take applications? How'd that go? Did they have to send exotic press, EPK, or how'd they get on? If they're on that list, I know they got to be that deal.
Well, yes, and it's because that they're that deal, absolutely. And the purpose of picking these names and these DJs is we wanted the best of the best, and we wanted to cover all genres of this electronic music. We have Golf Clap, we have the Techno Militia, we have the Sonic Suns with Al and his team, and Sonic Natives, and it's just to make or try to capture all facets of this music and the DJs that do it on a high level. So the ones that want to come to hear Moody Man, Kenny Dixon, we have him in his style, Gary Chandler, his group, Terrence Parker, Delano Smith, Al Ester, so on and so forth. It's just to encompass all facets of this genre of music that we love so much.
Right. So Allan.
Yes.
You're on the list.
I made the cut.
Oh, damn.
and I'm so looking forward to this. No one will be able to tell you about this event. They've got to be there. True. It's 2 days of fun. The music is going to be totally diverse, as Steve mentioned earlier. It's going to be something for everyone. Musically, it's family-oriented, family fun, and the soundtrack is just going to be serious, really.
I can only imagine. So listen, I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
I've seen you some of everywhere, from little spots to big spots to little spots to big spots for a lot of years. I've been a huge fan of yours, and when I finally got to see you in person, I was like, oh my God, no wonder why he's who he is. I've heard your name a lot.
Thank you.
And so I asked this to the DJs that come on the show. What's in the mind of a DJ when you're preparing for a show? What goes on in your mind?
That's kind of a loaded question.
Well,
because
let it out.
Different DJs think different things.
Unload.
It used to be, for me,
yes,
it used to be a thing where, okay, you think about the venue you're going to play at, the sound system, the people who are coming to hear you, and you kind of built your set around that. But it more so translated into the people, if they know you're there, they know what your sound is, so they're going to come out to hear what you're feeling. So it's not really anything you can do to prepare. You just get up there and just let it flow. It comes from the heart. And that's what separates myself from a lot of other DJs. They play from the crate. I play from the heart.
Yeah.
And I was taught that way by, rest in peace, Ken Collier. He said, always play the same way if you're playing for 2 people or 2,000 people. And once you get used to doing that, your groove stays consistent. Another mentor of mine who just recently passed, Mr. Frankie Knuckles, told me, no matter how good you get or how good you think you are, never become bigger than the music. Stay humble and always know that it's not just about you, it's about the party. I want them, when I play, I want them to feel what I'm feeling. And that's kind of the formula that I always go by, no matter what venue or gig or function I'm playing. So that's kind of my preparation.
And I'm telling you one thing, listening audience, not only is he going to give you what he's feeling, you going to see what he's feeling, because Allan Ester, he is a showman. Like, how the rappers and all them be standing up giving a concert and Usher be dancing, performing. Al Ester, watch out, man.
I like you to see the music as well as hear it.
Yeah, you show it too, boy. I like that.
And it's not an act. It's, I've never really watched myself spin video clips. And
you don't?
I glance, but I never really, because I never wanted to become planned. And it's just whatever happens. Some nights it's full of emotion, and some nights it's just, but my sound is always consistent, or at least I try to always keep it consistent.
Yeah, you consistent.
Well, thank you.
You've never failed me once, ever.
Thank you.
For real. Not at all. So what are you guys doing? So tell me about the promotion. Where have you not been? I've seen these flyers like everywhere, the bumper stickers, and I mean,
they're everywhere. I just recently got back from Chicago.
You went to the Chosen Few?
Oh, yes,
I heard
it was
about it.
great,
I
and
saw
this
it.
is going to be just as good.
Okay.
Yeah, people from Ohio, from Indiana, from Chicago, from Wisconsin were like, Al, so how can I get one of those boxes? Was first, you know,
Still
and I was
asking
like,
for
yeah, I was like, well, that's more of a I don't know thing, but you
can get
do want to make it to Detroit August 2nd and 3rd. Both days are going to be incredible, music-wise, atmosphere-wise, you know. So yeah, it's going to be that deal.
Wow.
Definitely.
So what? Now I know you're doing this and you play around. Are you playing? Where do you play at? Where can people see you mostly, or do you do more private stuff?
Right now, more private stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on my first release, and it's I'm a DJ,
Yes.
not a producer, so I have to take my time with it, and that's mainly where my energy is focused right now.
Okay.
But see,
Yeah.
Al,
Pass it down.
Al encompasses of what Charivari is about and what this event is about. He talks about his passion, he talks about his energy and his drive. And, over the years, the social group Charivari, Al has just been there up front. He's been like a residence for us. And that same energy, that same passion, he's going to bring to this event. And the event should take on similar energy, just drive and hyped and fun and having a good time. And, it seemed like today, out of all the places that we've gone to promote, one thing I don't see is people or people dancing with one another.
Right.
And having fun. I mean, standing there and bobbing your head to the music, to the DJ, and then another one come on and it's the same thing. This should be fun, having a good time and dancing and partying and enjoying the music. And, and Al is one of our number one stunners, and he's going to bring it. So, if he's hyped, if he's doing his job, we win. And everyone should come and experience that. If they haven't heard this man play before, they should come experience the Charivari-Detroit and Al Ester and all the other greats. It's going to be phenomenal.
I know. You want to add something to that, Grant?
Sure. The venue that we're having this at is Milliken State Park, which is a brand new park in downtown Detroit, right on the water. It's a beautiful park. Last year, for example, we did this a little bit last year. We had a great turnout. This is a family orientated event. So my niece will be there. She's 12 years old, and we're bringing a young DJ in. DJ Young One, who is 11 years old.
What?
And you would think that this young lady is going to play at playing. No, she can play.
She's been here before. I tell you.
She's been here
Did
before.
she win some competition
She
not too long
graduated
ago?
first in the Scratch Academy for Stanton. She's a Stanton-sponsored DJ. She played at the White House recently.
Wow.
And finished 7th in America Got Talent. This little girl is just, unreal.
So I say that to say to anybody who's looking, anybody who's listening to me, bring your son or your daughter, bring your husband and your wife, come out and have a really good time in downtown Detroit. Detroit has a little stereotype, and we are determined to break that stereotype.
Thank you.
We can have a really good time in this city, and it's a beautiful park right on the water. Did I say that?
Yeah. Yeah. You can say it again, though. You can
It's
say
a
it again.
beautiful.
That is free.
Did I mention that it's free?
Free.
Put that, spell that for them so they know what free spells.
EE. Free. Right.
Both days.
But honestly,
Wow.
going back to the music, I grew up on this kind of music, and this music can touch your soul if you allow
Yes,
it,
Lord.
right? And you can really have a good time. The lyrics in a lot of the songs are positive in nature, uplifting in your spirit, and I don't know that they're doing that a lot nowadays. So come out and experience what I've been experiencing. I love all types of music. I've always loved all types of music, from jazz to house to the blues. It's just who I am. Anybody that knows me knows that I always have some music on. And this is going to be the kind of event where you'll say, what is that? Who is that? I want that.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
You're going to want to leave there with a CD, of Al's or many of the other DJs. So come out and enjoy. I mean, thoroughly immerse yourself in the sound, because that's what this is about. It's about the music. It's truly about the music.
So let's talk about that logo for a quick second, Steve. Can you explain? Because people don't know. I didn't know what it was.
Well,
so give me a quick.
This is a design of Todd Johnson, Hassan Ruli, and I believe Todd designed that. And to be honest with you, it's a creation of his. What it represent, I wouldn't disrespect him and try to articulate that. But I will tell you though, this or this
point to his shirt and
this
hold
right in here it's a speaker. Those are two woofers and a horn.
Okay.
And then it's enclosed in what he enclosed it in. But they did tell me that that's what it represented, or that's what it is. Two woofers and a horn, a speaker. Right. So it's music, it's music, it's drive. And again, his mindset and what brought him to create that particular icon for our logo.
Okay.
I can't speak to that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So we got one more minute. What time? What's the time?
10 to 10. All day. Yeah, 10 to 10.
Okay. And give the website site slowly so they can hear it.
It's www.Sharivari.
Spelled like that right there.
Spelled like that right there. CHARIVARI Detroit.com.
And you also are on Facebook too, so you can Google it. Once you start spelling it, it'll fill up the rest.
Charivari-Detroit Facebook page, just like that, Charivari-Detroit, and we have a lot of activity out there. By next week, next Wednesday, we'll have the posting for the DJ scheduling, who plays at which stage. We have 2 stages.
Okay.
And the time slots and who are going to play at those particular time slots, and the announcement of our after parties. We have now 3 official after parties for Saturday, and then on Sunday we'll be at the Works.
Okay.
After the Sunday event at the picnic, we're going to go down to the Works, and we're going to get it in there. We have a top shelf. Our team from the day events are going to play down there, so we can keep it going adult style at that time.
All right, take the kids home at that point.
Take the family part out.
Right, family by day, adult by night.
Well, you know how we used to do the birthday parties. The kid birthday party be the cake and ice cream in the daytime, and Mama be put the kid. Y'all go in the room.
Right, do not come down these stairs. Right.
Right.
All right, y'all. August the 2nd and 3rd, Milliken State Park, Charivari-Detroit. Be there.
Come out.
Be there or be square, because you don't want to hear about it on the 4th.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I am. Look. Come here, Hump. I am ready. I am ready. Been ready. I will be there. Trust me. And Shannon, we will be there. Shannon needs a shirt. She don't need a box. She just needs a shirt. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Mark your calendar for the charity cruise event of the summer. Multiple Sights and Sounds presents Cruising for a Cause. Saturday, October 18th, 3 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Goodyear Ballpark. All bikes, trikes, hot rods, mods, rides, and tuners are welcome. Enjoy family fun, food, and entertainment. Don't snooze on this cruise. We're cruising for a cause. Proceeds to benefit Children's Hospital of Phoenix. That's Saturday, October 18th at Goodyear Ballpark. For info, call 602-377-3063 or visit us on the web at forevercruising.com.
What are you thinking about right now? You're probably thinking about going on vacation. Well, let Humphreys Luxury Travel make your travel plans. This portion of In My House is being brought to you by Humphreys Luxury Travel, serving all of your travel needs. From the simplest of getaways to the most luxurious vacations. Call Celia Humphreys at 602-377-3076 That's Celia Humphreys at 602-377-3076. Or email us at celia.freeze@outlook.com.
come on, come on, come on. I can't stand it. I can't take much more. The way you dance, oh baby, you move your body like you're teasing me. Oh yeah, baby, oh baby. I love you, baby. I'm with you, all right. I'll keep you satisfied, cause satisfaction guaranteed. Oh baby, so if you mean that much to me. That's right, that's right, that's right. Love you, oh baby. Oh, right now, right here, baby. There's no one like you in this world. Oh no, baby, no, baby. You're so pretty, I could eat you, girl. Don't stop, baby, no, baby. I love you night and day. I meant this all the way. My love will always be satisfaction guaranteed. Oh, baby, so let me mean that much to me. Girl, I need your love. Love you, oh baby. Oh, right now, right here, baby. I'll keep you satisfied. 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 Baby, when I tell you that I just love to play with you. Come here.
dear son. This is your mom. And I just called to say I love you. Yak, 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 yak.
My Skype interview with Andy Vaz, my man Vaz up from Cologne, Germany. All right, Mr. Vaz. So listen, I have a couple of questions. First of all, you have the most important thing. I know that you're German, so the first thing you have to say, and you can look away from your camera so I can see your face over here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. Say hello, how are you, or something in German for me.
Okay, hallo, wie geht's dir?
Oh, wow, that was easy. Say that again. I want to say it myself.
It's hallo, wie geht's?
Hallo, wie geht's? All right.
Perfect.
That
you
was,
got it.
That was
You're
easy.
basically German now.
A little bit. That as long as I say hallo, wie geht's. That's good enough. How do you say screw you in German?
Oh man, we probably say fuck you.
No.
It's probably general words. I don't know. Are we allowed to use these kind of words on your show at all?
Well,
no matter in which language.
You could use F. We're internet, so what the hey? I interviewed another. I interviewed another today, and he sure said the F word one time. It's okay.
Okay.
It's cool.
We'll get there pretty soon.
It's cool. All right. So, let's talk about. First of all, let's talk about one of my favorite tracks that you sent me, Flow Theory.
Yeah. Yeah, that's from the most recent EP, right? Too Deep Soul.
Yes.
Yeah, that one just came out, I think, like 10 days ago. Mm-hmm. And it's a couple from Edinburgh, UK. Mm-hmm. You know, traditional man, female, they're doing the project together. And I've always liked their music. They also released stuff on Mike Graham's Moods and Grooves, which I'm sure people in Detroit should be familiar with. And yeah, I think it's a good record, and I think it's going to do well.
I really like it a lot. So on the your is it Your Records?
Yes.
It's spelled Your.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how many artists do you have on the Your label right now?
That's a good one. I've never counted them.
Approximately?
I don't know, maybe 10, 12.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. And you are the owner of that label then, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So how now, you know, I just discovered you on Facebook, and I did a little bit of digging for you. What do you look for in your artists? What kind of style?
All right. I mean, basically, you know, what probably every record label is looking for is, you know, like a personal style, like something that is unique about a certain artist. You know, like a sound signature or however you would call it. Mm-hmm. And some people really have a very strong one, like Terrence Dixon, for example. He did Your Number 3, the first album on the label. And if you hear that record, that's a pretty good example of, you know, just having your own sound, I guess. Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't hurt if, you know, people can do something soulful as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Your is it? Would you classify it? I don't know. Not so much classify it, but is there a certain category of techno or house that you kind of go for more so?
Yeah, I mean, we really started the label to focus. Well, old school wasn't the right phrasing. That's what we used when we started the label. I think basically putting out timeless music, you know, stuff that could have come out 15 years ago, and it was, you know, it would be fresh now, and it will still be fresh in another 15 years.
Good.
So, you know, music that just lasts longer than like the current trend, the current hype, you know, the minimal this and that. And to me, like, house music really never ages. You know, if it's good, it's good. And if the groove is there and the soul is there, I mean, a record really, like a good house record won't get old. And that's basically what we're trying to, you know, achieve with the label.
Right. Okay. So I know that you have some ties to Detroit Techno, and can you tell me how Detroit Techno has influenced you and influenced what you do?
Oh yeah, on a big level. Like, it was basically a coincidence on two different stories there. First of all, I started going out to this music when I was 15, like my first techno night in a city called Bochum. Back in the day, I was still going to school. You know, mom would cook dinner for me, so life was pretty damn easy. And then the techno thing started, and that just changed everything. And it's just a coincidence that it was one of these cities that, for whatever reason, they used to bring all the big Detroit guys in, like, almost every weekend. So I was very lucky to hear the Jeff Millses and the Robert Hoods and the Derek Mays, you know, being that young, you know. And that's really the coincidence. I think if I would have, you know, just lived in another city where they'd be more on the trancey side or, you know, whatever else was going on, then, yeah, I don't know how long it would have took me to adopt to the Detroit sound. With that, it was easy, and yeah, I think it worked out great. The second story is I'll never forget that day when I researched where are these shops where you can buy this new music. So my first experience going to a techno and house record store, that was the same age, like 16-ish. I walk in and I have no idea, right? Because I'm there to buy my first, techno 12-inch. So I don't know any labels, I barely know any artists, and I walk in and they play the song by Claude Young, Planet Earth. That's Seven City, number 2, I guess. And I don't know, I liked it, and I had no other idea what all this stuff is, so I bought that record. And, back then I didn't know who Daniel Bell was or that Detroit, invented techno. And I think that was beautiful, though. I mean, if I would have walked in like 5 minutes later, they may have played something that I would have liked too, which, could have been crap, though. So, yeah, it was just a good timing, being at the right time at the right... Yeah. And typically... because I was so young, and it's a special record, even then, like the record shop owner, he didn't even want to sell me that record. He tried to talk me out of it. I was standing there, ready to pay, and he was like for 10 minutes saying, "Hey, kid, you sure you want that record? It's like quite a special record. You might want to look for something else." And I'm like, no, I want that record. And it went on and on and on. So I was finally, allowed to buy the record. And, those days, man, when record stores were doing good, they all had attitude, right? And it belongs to running a record store at the time.
Okay.
But I was also happy that I, kind of defended my right to buy that particular record, even though it took a while.
Wow, he probably wanted it for himself, maybe.
What?
He may wanted it for himself. He didn't want you to have it. Who knows?
Yeah. And the great thing is I still have it. I mean, on Discogs, there's only like 2 for sale, and they go for insane prices. And just recently, somebody offered me like, I don't know, I think 150 US for it. I'm not selling it. I mean, it's the first techno record I bought. Come on. That one's going to stay.
Exactly. So what is the techno scene like in Cologne? I know Klaus Bekur. I know him. I think I said his name right. Klaus. I'll just say Klaus, and I know I'm safe. So what is the techno scene like there? Is it any different from techno scene before, or what's it like?
Yeah, I think so, because really techno, fast, dark, more industrial, like harder, does not really exist, and it's not been existing in the city for a very, very long time. I think that may have to do with Compact, of course, being the local stars, and they have a huge following, and they branded so many styles within the definition of house and techno, and their stuff has always been very poppy. They all come from like a indie rock kind of background, rather than I grew up with hip hop, so my stuff, if I talk of house, then there's a connection. It's basically American stuff, and those guys were doing very like pop. And also the tempo was never fast. So I think that is probably the reason why the audience was just not used to like hard and fast techno anymore. That's like a long time ago when that stuff happened. Mm-hmm. And I do believe other cities still have, what we define techno, like, faster, harder. Mm-hmm. But yeah, here it's not been happening for at least 10 years.
Do you think that it will ever come back to the fast, hard style?
I don't know. I mean, there's 2 sides in me. Like one is hoping it's not going to come back, because I personally cannot connect to that tempo and that, sort of aggressive stuff. I mean, it was great, like, getting back to what I said before, being 15, 16, 17, and here, like, Jeff Mills play. He played, like, 3 times a year. Come on, and I'm a kid, I'm standing first row watching the man. It's like he's throwing records behind him and going in 30 seconds, next one. I mean, that was insane. So...
That is so funny.
But yeah, like seriously, I told you about my first record that I bought. I mean, of course, then I bought like the entire Access catalog, all the Raw Put stuff, all that stuff. And some of that Mill stuff, I mean, as records I would never sell. They always stay in my collection. But man, nowadays, see, back then I was young, I was hyper. I had the energy, like 135, still slow. I can jump and just, party hard. But now I can't even listen to some of those records, even though they were such milestones for me. And some records don't really work if you pitch them down too drastically. You know, that's to me the sad thing about Robert Hood. Even also the new stuff he does. I mean, he's still at that pretty fast tempo. And his music, at least to me, that's a very personal thing. But if you pitch it down like to -5, -6, then it loses its groove. It makes no sense. If you play it that fast, there's no way I can play it. Like, you know, I wouldn't play it.
Exactly. You're free to smoke.
Yeah, if I see it coming back,
smoke your cigarette too.
It would be logical. I mean, if you look at like, you know, house music was dead in Germany for years. It was not even dead. It was almost like a swear word. You know, if you would use the term house at a certain time, you know, over the last, 10 years, then people would be like, oh my God, you know, it's like something commercial, it's something cheesy, something loungy. And then like a couple of years ago, house had the biggest revival ever. You know, it's probably bigger now than it ever was. And then, you know, now acid house has a big comeback. And all the disco edits we see being released every day. So I don't think anybody saw that coming, or it's so logical that, you know, these things just come back, you know, they are there, then they become uninteresting, and then they snap back. So, you know, having hard techno come back would probably be the next one on the list, you know, if you follow that logic.
Okay. Well, you can...
I really, really hope it's not going to happen. I'm not going to play on 135 beats.
Nah, that's a lot of work, too. Now, that's what you call aerobics, probably. That's a cardio workout for us old people now, huh?
I mean, it really makes a difference if you're like 16 or if you're like 39.
Right.
You know, I can't, as a dancer, that tempo, no.
Okay.
The interesting thing is I'm not even sure how we danced to that stuff back then, because I don't see a lot of shoulders and ass moving, you know, when we were talking about that era of like hard and fast techno. But I guess it wasn't about that. We were probably jumping up and down, right?
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. So what is that machine that's in front of me there? Is that your baby there?
This is the Roland 303.
Okay.
And this is the Electribe mono machine, and yeah, that's the only things you can see at the stage.
That's okay. So what do you do with those things? Just out of curiosity. I don't make music, so I just ask questions.
Yeah. Well, first of all, my studio, like sometimes I have visitors that know my records and they come in and they're pretty surprised. I mean, I don't have a lot. I mean, I have like, I don't know, maybe 8, 9 machines, you know, a nice old keyboard back there. But I do believe it's more important that you know how to use each individual piece that you have and that you're comfortable with whatever sound it can generate. And then that's more than I need. I actually think I probably already have too much. You know, some people think, oh man, that's all? Yeah. So I have the 303, obviously for acid stuff. I've got a 606, which is good for Chicago type stuff too. I've got the Casio RZ1. I got that a long time ago from a good friend in the States, because I was such a damn Bell fan at that time, and he was using it on all of his records. Yeah, I've got a couple synths. I've got a 808, some effects. That's it.
So are you able to do some sample effects? And I was going to say, you could smoke your cigarette if you like to.
Yeah, anytime I'm looking for a light. That's I'm back. Where is it? All right. Sweet.
Be comfortable. You're at home. That's what this is. You're in your studio. You're in your studio. Look, the show is called In My House. So we're in our homes, in our studios, where true stories are told, and you're telling me true stories, and great music are played, and you must be in your comfort zone. And if a cigarette is cool, you do smoke, go for it.
Dan, you may as well add the beer too.
Hey, go for it.
Right on.
I love it. Cigarettes and beer. It makes a recording man happy, huh?
Yep. That is true.
Sweet. So can you give me some examples of some of the sounds that come out of the machines that are right there in front of me?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the TB303 basically makes the classic, acid sound. You can play it really low, so it, sounds bassy, but still very cliche acid sounding, of course. And then if you, tweak the knobs, I mean, there's nothing else that the machine can do rather than, classic Ester stuff. The 606 is just a really cheap old drum computer. It's not even analog. It's basically a sample player. It has the same look than a 303 almost, like the way it's built. But I love it. Just the hi-hats and the crash cymbals. We're going to hear that later in the song, or the thing I made for the show. I don't know. I love the sound of it. The RZ1 is nice because you can play the drums live. Just hit and then it automatically records it. So you kind of, it gives the drums like a live feel to it. The 808, of course, is a classic. I need that. So it always sounds great. The mono machine can't do anything. It has a drum section in there, which I've actually never used, even though it's good. And it has like 4 different like synths in there. So that, you could make entire tracks and albums just using that machine.
Okay.
My friend from Düsseldorf, his name is Antonelli Electric. He does his entire live sets and his entire production with just that one machine.
Wow.
So he goes on stage, and that machine is, it's like this. You see it? It's it's a tiny machine with a couple knobs, a step sequencer, but it has enough options that you can literally just do everything just using that one machine.
Okay. Thanks, Andy Vaz, for taking time out of your busy schedule and our 6-hour time difference. We worked it out to get that Skype interview done. I really appreciate you for that. Now let's get off into a little bit of the Andy Vaz in his studio. See what he does with those machines that he talked about in his interview. All right, here's Andy Vaz in his studio jamming. And I also wanted to give a quick thank you to the Sharivari guys in the studio tonight. Steve Dunbar, Allan Ester, and Grant Gray. Big shout out to my cameraman, show director Hump the Grinder, Dearborn intern Shannon Parsons was in the building. And it is 2 a.m. in Bordeaux, France right now. And I must say, bonjour, Guillaume. Thank you for listening from every week. I appreciate you. Next week, stay tuned. We will have great music producer Walt J. And according to various blog posts, they say he slipped under the radar. Well, he is back and will be here to talk about his latest projects and some of his past history. Until next week, this is T. Carlita, live from Detroit, USA. And I'm keeping the wheels spinning. See ya!